Hey, Danny, nice to hear from you.
Right back at you, Sally. It's always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. What's going on?
Well, I don't know what's going on with you. I'm hearing all these rumors, like why are you selling and the reason you're selling. I mean, it's just crazy. And I guess people have been calling you all day, huh?
Yeah, it's been nuts. So it is not a rumor. It is true. I'm selling Vamp'd, and it's just to put it in a nutshell, I'm looking to pass the torch on to whomever the next group of wonderful people are. See, Corey and I have owned and operated Vamp'd for 16 years now, which is it's unheard of. It's unheard of for a rock club, a true blue, real deal rock club, to survive like that for this many years. And here in Las Vegas, we haven't seen anything like this in Vegas, as far as I know. And so, 16 years, that's an awfully long time. And to be honest with you, I've got something else here in my very near future, something on my plate right now.
I've heard.
I really need to focus my efforts on.
I've heard it's
Yeah.
huge. Nobody will tell me, but well, is it to do with music or cars?
Well, it's something that I really can't talk about, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I'm working on a whole big thing right now, and I just really need to focus my efforts in that direction. And when it comes to Vamp'd, my Lord, I love that place so very, very much, and Corey loves it so much, and we've just had such an amazing time there for 16 years. We've developed such wonderful friendships. It's like a family in there in the rock community, and it's a wonderful thing. And so, nothing would make me happier than for the right person and or group of people to come in and take it over and continue on as the world's greatest rock club. And that would thrill me. I got to shift gears. I got to change directions.
I got it.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
need you to clear up some of the rumors, okay?
Okay, I'll do my best.
Okay. Okay, I know I've already heard that you're planning on doing something huge, but now are you selling because of the poor economy?
No. Well, let me tell you, the last few years have been an absolute challenge. As a business owner, I own a handful of small businesses. So as a small businessman, I can tell you the last few years have been nothing but a challenge, and I feel quite victorious that I have survived that. I am more than enthused and optimistic about the current direction that we are headed in, and so for that, I'm thrilled for businesses. But as far as Vamp'd is concerned, no, it's not that at all. It is literally just a business move that I need to make.
Okay, one of the other rumors is I remember Donnie DeCecco telling me, "Oh, we just got some new partners, some hospitality people." Now, and then I heard that it didn't go well with your new partners, and that's why you need to sell.
I wouldn't go down that road. Here's the thing: when I look at the history of Vamp'd, I know how to build a place like that. From the very beginning, I built that place, and it is insane how awesome the actual venue is. And I said from the get-go, I know how to build it. I don't know how to run it.
Mm-hmm.
We took our best shot at running it, and along the way, in the early days, there were other people that were booking the stage and things like that, and that was a struggle as well. And then Corey looked at me one day, and she goes, "You know what? I got this part." And Corey, she is such a
yeah.
true blue, hardcore, real deal rock and roll chick.
Did a great job. Corey was amazing.
She's put the most amazing shows on that stage for years and years now. So that part of the house we've got down pat. What we don't know how to do is we don't know how to run a restaurant, a kitchen, a bar. That is so not what we do. And so we've had some people over the years give it a shot here and there, and it's just never really panned out properly. So the current situation, just to be straight, it just really didn't gel. It just didn't really work out. But again, I have to say that is not the reason that I'm selling it. I'm selling it again because I've got some other things I really need to focus on.
I got it.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
I see the asking price is $4.3 million. Now my
Correct.
question is that for like somebody just wants to buy the real estate, or that's for the club and they might buy the real estate and tear down the club?
Well, the 4.3 is for the real estate, and because it's a prime piece of property, and that's what that's for. Now, what like I said, nothing made me happier is if someone came in and said, we want it as is. We want to do a rock club. We want to do a concert venue. If that's the case, I would leave the place literally turnkey, and there's a 10% premium on that 4.3 price to keep it literally turnkey. Walk in the door and go. Somebody else take it over and make it go.
Right.
So that's what the deal is. But of course, all of these are asking numbers, and we're listening.
Okay, but I mean, somebody could buy the property and tear it down too.
Right. Yeah, that would be saddening. That would be sad. But yes, the real estate is for sale. But I would prefer somebody to come in and just buy the whole kit and caboodle and keep rocking. To be able to pass this torch on to another person or another group of people and let them continue rocking this great city for another 16 years, nothing would make me happier.
Right. Well, as you know, I've been with you from the beginning, and
That's right.
from everything, and it's the place to go. Real quick, now.
Yeah.
You've got these incredible 5 shows happening now, and Count 77 is closing out the last show. Now, so the bar and club is going to be absolutely closed down after these shows, right?
Yeah. Yep. That's it.
Okay.
That's it. Absolutely. Yeah. Unless somebody does a deal, very quickly. It would be crazy quick to try and do a deal that fast to just keep it open.
Right.
But my intentions are to keep rocking until the end of June, and wrap it up, and then hopefully we'll have some new people to kick it off again.
Yeah, well, I will be there for every one of those shows.
Amen.
I'm
Amen. A huge shout out to Chuck Brennan. Chuck Brennan and Dollar Loan Center, is the sponsor for these incredibly huge shows. To kind of say, thank you, good night on the way out, and then when it's my band, Count 77, on the very last night, it's going to be quite a night. We're going to have a ton of special guests throughout that evening to say goodnight to the place.
Yeah, I talked to Chuck. I asked him if he was buying at the club. He said no.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, my last question is, now, if you, off the top of your head, tell me your favorite top 3 shows that you did at Vamp'd. I think Robbie Krieger might be one of them.
Well, you just completely, took that one out of my head right there. I being one of the biggest Doors fans on the planet, and being able to do a lot of Doors with my band that I love to do so much. When Robbie Krieger came and did his show and invited me to come up, and I did a few Doors songs with Robbie Krieger. That is arguably one of the highlights, not only of Vamp'd but of my life. So I was thrilled that it happened right there on our own stage. Man, top shows, it's insane. 16 years of some of the greatest rock bands coming through there. I don't even know how to even begin to pick my favorites, Sally. It's just it's insane. I really can't think of a top 3 because they're huge. I mean, we had UFO on that stage. We've had Michael Schenker on that stage. We've had. I think about. The last in line guys. You got Vivian Campbell up there on that stage.
Yeah.
With Vinny Appice and and Phil Soussan and all of these. They're just amazing. Being a huge Zeppelin fan, I always love the Moby Dicks because they just do Zeppelin so fantastic.
Oh yeah.
But there's just so many huge names that have played that stage for 16 years. It's just it's impossible for me to pick a top three. There's way too many.
Right.
Way too
I
many. Yeah.
knew that, but yeah, I was there for almost all of them and most of it. When my magazine was in print, I was there every single night, like covering something.
Yeah.
So but I love you, Corey.
Thank you.
And
Thank you. We love you right back.
And I can't wait to see you. I hope I can get in these 5 shows.
It's going to be crazy. These last bunch of shows are going to be nuts.
I'm coming in through the kitchen if I can't get. I know I'm on the forever list, but I'm
right.
well, I'm not going to stand in this line. I'm going to go barge through the kitchen. But anyway, I know Danny Koker. He's got to let me in. That's what everybody's going to be saying. You know that.
That's the same excuse I use when I can't get in either. I know the count. You should let me in.
Okay. Well, I hope I know you'll be up top there. I hope I'll at least be able to wave to you and I'll be smashed in the VIP area or something. So,
yeah, it's going to be a nut farm. It is absolutely going to be insane. But the love. I got to say, Vamp'd has been about music and love, and if you can't come in those doors with that kind of attitude that you're there for music and you're there for love, then you're in the wrong place. And over 16 years, there's been so much love in that room, in the rock and the music community. It's just really like a big, giant, extended family.
Yeah.
And the support has been staggering, and especially since this news came out. And it's a very emotional ride right now. But I know I'm doing the right thing in the things that I need to do. And so I just pray that, again, that the right person or the right group of people can come in and take it and carry on this amazing tradition. It would be phenomenal.
Yeah, well, if I had millions of dollars, Danny, I'd buy it right now. But I don't think I'd want all the headaches you guys went through, though. I take that back. It's quite what an amazing mission you guys have done, accomplishment that you've done.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
I really appreciate both of you. And I feel like it's the end of an era, like it says. And I've known you and Corey 20 years, and
Yep. At least, if not even longer.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so well, whatever your new thing is, I want to be involved, Danny.
Thank you, Sally. You'll know when I'm allowed to talk about it. You'll know. It's going to be cool. So I'm looking forward to it.
Just include me in it, whatever it is. I want to be there.
You got it. You got it. Thank you. Thank you, Sally.
Love you, Danny. Hope to see you soon. Hope to see you soon. Okay.
Absolutely. We'll see you there.
Okay. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.